I wanted to make a video that explains the differences between MGTOW, PUA, and red pill. So for everybody it's going to be different. There's a lot of argument here lately in the community of the different benefits of each one and what group different people fit into. So this is the way I look at it. I think of it as a very, very casual thing. So I found out about MGTOW about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago maybe, and I just, it was just a kind of a meme thing to me. And if you're new to all this, it's men going their own way. And essentially a lot of times I just use it in a fact of, okay, this chick's a psychopath in training, MGTOW, like men going their own way, like forget about her kind of thing. But some guys take it, what I consider to be the extreme end of it, which is actually buying like rubber sex dolls and all this kind of stuff and totally cutting females out of their life altogether. I don't feel that that's healthy in my opinion, and I feel that if a guy focuses on themselves and gets to a point, obviously it's going to be way more enjoyable to have sex with a real woman than to basically hamstring themselves into having sex with rubber dolls. I don't think that that's healthy for the human psyche. Now, moving on to PUA, is the pickup artist. So my first kind of run-in with any kind of pickup artist was several years ago. I had a friend that actually went to some real social dynamic stuff, and he actually bought a bunch of DVDs and all that kind of stuff. And I thought it was interesting from a marketing standpoint. I thought that there was some of the stuff they were saying I agreed with. I was like, yeah, that's what I've seen. But I wasn't this big PUA guy who I was following all these guys, and I kind of heard third party about a lot of these names in that space. There was a guy, I think David D'Angelo, I kept hearing that name kind of pop up from actually a few different friends. And then obviously there's the real social dynamics guys, and there was like Tyler, and then there was this Jeffy guy, and this Jeffy guy was like ridiculous. I felt like that 90% of the stuff he was saying was totally made up. All his experiences I felt were made up. That's my opinion. He was saying like he would have a girl at his house, and then if she didn't sleep with him, then when she left he would hose her down like with a garden hose, like all this kind of stuff. It's like, man, get out of here. And then I mean, a lot of the stories just seem over embellished or made up or just amped up just for a crowd kind of thing. That was my interpretation of it. So I never considered myself a PUA, but I do see value in the PUA pickup artist game. And a lot of the stuff kind of intersects with what I consider to be red pill theory. Now, when I think like red pill theory, just like in the Matrix movie, it was kind of being woken up from the blue pilled Matrix and just accepting and being a gear in the machine and just going along with what everybody else says. For me, red pill is more, like focus on yourself, and don't get like kind of question everything for one. And then don't kind of end up being a gear in the machine, whether it's a job, career, whatever you want to call it. And also, as far as women, kind of understand the psychology and understand interactions so that you can have better success with women, and don't fall into some of the pitfalls that a lot of guys have fallen into that have been divorced, raped, and ending up basically taking care of a woman who has 3 kids by 2 different men or something like that, and kind of getting yourself entangled in those kind of situations, sort of taking the red pill, waking up and just kind of realizing what can happen in today's society in this deregulated sexual marketplace. That's kind of red pill for me. So I think that MGTOW, red pill, and PUA actually all has its place, and actually it's what anybody thinks it is. So it's not particularly a thing that it's like, okay, well, no, that guy's more MGTOW or that guy's red pill or this or that. And I actually keep the political side of it out of it. I know that as I kind of got deeper into red pill, a lot of the guys were like maybe more conservative, for instance, and they were almost like anti-feminism or something. I'm not really like anti-feminine. If a woman has a career, that's fine, whatever, she has a job, that's I'm not totally against that. I think some people actually misinterpret that. It's just, if there's a sense of arrogance and they're putting everything to the side and actually like giving up their fertility and acting like their career is so important. Look, most of these women aren't curing cancer. I hate to say it, they're not curing cancer, they're not saving the whales, And at the end of the day, a lot of times what they're doing is just being in a gear in the machine, and they're giving up their fertility for that, and then they don't wake up from it until it's too late. So that's my only thing with that. That's great if a girl has ambition, she has a career. I like chicks who work out, kind of thing. I like a strong woman, but you get what I'm saying. Anyway, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. What is MGTOW, PUA, and red pill to you?